In the English Standard Version of the Bible, the prophet Micah describes Bethlehem as, quote, too little to be among the clans of Judah. Bethlehem was an unremarkable town in the eyes of the world. Archaeologist W.F. Albright estimated its population to be around 300 at the time, which would make it a little smaller than St. Paul. Others have put it around 2,000 or 3,000, closer to Dundee size. Yet this small town is where God chose to make his presence known. When we look at Bethlehem, we see that it's a place where the incredible happened in unexpected ways. It reminds us that God's kingdom is not built on power, prestige, or pride. Instead, it often begins in small, overlooked places that the people might dismiss, but that God values deeply. Bethlehem shows us that no one is too small or insignificant in God's plan. When Mary and Joseph arrived in Bethlehem, there was no place for them in the inn. It's a powerful image. The King of the universe, the creator of all things, had nowhere to lay his head. He was born in the part of a house similar to today's garage, but instead of the car, it's where the animals are kept, and he was placed in a feeding trough or manger. It's not the scene we expect for a king. In our minds, a king is supposed to be born in a palace, surrounded by servants and dignitaries. But God chose for his son to enter the world in the most humble of circumstances. And in doing so, Jesus identified with all humanity. The message of Bethlehem is that Jesus came for everyone. Even the poor, the marginalized, the unnoticed. There's no condition or situation too humble, too broken for him to enter. Whether we feel we have much or little, we all have a place in the story of Christmas because Jesus made Bethlehem a place for everybody. The angel's announcement to the shepherds in Luke 2:11 is a beautiful revelation of the inclusivity of Bethlehem. The angel said, "For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord." The birth of Jesus wasn't just for a particular group of people, but for all people. The Savior was born for the lowly shepherds, the wise men from the east, the poor, the rich, the Jew, the Gentile. No one was excluded. In fact, the birth announcement first went to the shepherds, who were among the lowest in society, considered unclean and socially distanced. Yet it was to these humble men that the good news was proclaimed. It's a reminder that the good news of Christmas is not limited by status, race, or background. Bethlehem is a place for all people, no matter their circumstances. All are invited to come and see the Savior. This Christmas, let us remember that no matter who we are or where we come from, Bethlehem is a place where Christ came to meet us in our need, offering us hope, peace, and the love of God, who sent a Savior for everybody.